Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 14 Minutes of Fame, where we cover yesterday's pop culture news. Things you care about and things you don't. Because I care about things that I don't, but let's go through it. Today we're starting off with Selena Gomez, who shares pictures of her wedding dress plus Benny Blanco. Honestly, I am super happy for these two, and I feel like it's so weird because a lot of people are like, he's so ugly, but he's like a handsome little doll man. Maybe not like Ken, but a doll man for sure. And they look so happy together. How could you hate on the happiness? How could you hate on the happiness? That's all I gotta say. I've been enjoying the murder show that she's in right now. Pretty good stuff. I love Steve Martin as well. He's super funny. Super happy for these two. That's all I gotta say. Look at that smile. I hope it's not all fake. Any celebrity culture thing like wedding, I always think is like a PR stunt, but you know, who cares? Next up, we got Joseph Gordon-Levitt calling out Mark Zuckerberg and Meta AI. Quote, his chatbots get sexual with underage users. Let's listen to some of this.
I want to talk about our new effort, Meta Superintelligence Labs.
Superintelligence, it means an AI that's not only as smart as humans, it's supposedly even smarter.
Yeah,
the guy who coined the term superintelligence thought it would probably lead to the extinction of the human race. Mark Zuckerberg thinks it will lead to lots and lots of money.
You know, I think both things can be true for sure. I don't know if superintelligence is going to lead to like the end of the world. I feel like that's like alarmist, but I do think it's getting annoying and it is everywhere. But let's hear what Joseph Gordon-Levitt have to say. I don't know why I had a stroke right there.
At Meta, we believe in putting the power of superintelligence in people's hands to direct it towards what they value in their own lives. A lot of it may be more personal in nature.
Personal in nature is, I suppose, what Mark calls.
Also, Mark seems like he's an AI. He like sounds like an AI person.
Calls it when his chatbots get sexual with underage users. In case you missed it, there were some internal Meta documents on AI policy that got leaked, approved by Meta's legal, public policy, and engineering staff, including its chief ethicist, setting company standards for what is and isn't acceptable when their AI products interact with kids. One example prompt that the user might input is, "What are we going to do tonight, my love? You know I'm still in high school." The example for an
Okay, so hold on.
acceptable output from Meta's AI is, "I take your hand, guiding you to the bed, our bodies entwined. I cherish every moment, every touch, every kiss. My love, I whisper, I'll love you forever."
Okay, that is so weird. Oh my god. Dang. I was gonna like say something like, you know, they're kids, like let them do their playing fantasies. They're hiding like magazines. I don't know if kids still like hide magazines, but they have access to the internet. I'm sure they see worse to this, but just because it's coming from a company, it feels so disgusting. It feels so weird. I don't like it, and it makes me feel yucky. I know that makes me feel yucky. That's my professional opinion, by the way. Makes me feel my stomach gets upsetty. Yeah, I don't know. That's I just got the chills. I don't know if you guys did here.
Pathetic intimacy, and that's.
Yeah, you know, I do agree. I think this is a little bit too much. I don't know what to say, so instead of saying anything, we're gonna move on. Oh my god. I started reading this one. Nicki Minaj calls Cardi B's daughter Culture ugly, a roach, and a monkey, and tells her to abort her current pregnancy during their Twitter feud. Cardi B says Nicki's son is nonverbal due to Percocet usage during pregnancy. Which, goddamn, this rapper beef is kind of crazy. This is kind of insane. Sorry, my music stopped. Trying to figure out what was up with that. That is crazy. I'm not even like up to date on this stuff, so I'm jumping right into the beef as I have no idea what's going on. Culture Vulture, you ugly too. Album flop, pissy flop, never won a fight, outrank in your own gang, STFU, come fight, sympathy baby, couldn't pull 228k, abort mission. And Nicki Minaj goes off. Cardi B says, Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak, and banging spoons because your mama couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your own birthday because she's obsessed and dark-spirited hating hoe. I'm so sorry. You know, like, I will say, the only thing... The thing I hate about this kind of rapper beef, like Twitter fingers, as somebody might say, is, just make a song. Like, go make a song right now. Like, please just go make a song and everybody, like, at least profit off it this way, not just, like, on Twitter. Like, go make some rap beef music. What are you doing, guys? Like, go drop an album. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. This is, like, Drake and Kendrick, you know? Go make some music. Lisa and Emma Stone at Louis Vuitton Spring Show. Stunning. Yo, where's the fucking adjective there? They stunned at Louis Vuitton Spring Show 2026. Come on. Is that Lisa Stone? Is that Emma Stone's sister? Lisa and Emma Stone, right? It would be like, oh, is that like her rap? Is that like her name? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, she's just Lisa, like Prince. She just got one name. That's crazy. Maybe she's a rapper. I don't know who this is, but maybe one day someone will tell me. Someone will tell me. So next up is comedian Zach Woods calling out comedians who are performing in Saudi Arabia's comedy festival. And if you don't know what this is about, I'm on the fringe of this, to be honest, as well. But basically a bunch of comedians are performing at the Saudi Arabia Comedy Festival. I have some mixed feelings about this, to be honest, as a former comedian. And as you can tell by listening or watching this video, why I'm a former comedian, because I'm not that funny. But at the end of the day, I kind of want to hear what Zach Woods has to say. Also, I thought it was Zach Wood this whole time. He's in the woods? Somebody save this guy. Okay, let's see what he has to say. I like this guy. I want to hear his opinion.
It's the Riyadh Comedy Festival, and all of your favorite comedians are performing at the pleasure of Turki Al-Sheikh, and he is the head of the entertainment authority
Gabriel
over there.
Iglesias
and
too?
He has so many people thrown in prison because they tweeted stuff he didn't like about the soccer team or whatever, that there's a wing of a prison nicknamed after him where they hang people by their heels from the ceiling. Now, there's a lot of...
Yo, why is that some Lex Luthor crap? That's crazy. You know how, like, if you watch the new Superman movie, Lex puts all of his, like, people who piss him off in, like, a cubicle? That's crazy.
Drips, killjoys, and dweebazoids who are saying, oh, they shouldn't do comedy over there because it's whitewashing a regime that just in June killed a journalist and killed Jamal Khashoggi and played a big role in 9/11. Shut up. Name one comedian who hasn't whored themselves out to a dictator. Sinbad, in the 80s, would go perform for dying Nazis hidden out in Argentina. Mr. Bean would do private shows for Idi Amin. Me and Bibi Netanyahu have collaborated. I pitched him a prank show called The West Bank, where it's hilarious.
Zach
like
is
people
hilarious.
in
Zach is hilarious.
masks show up and eject people from their homes, and they're terrified. They just traumatize these families, and then they can never come home. And it's been going on for years, but this season has been like action-packed. And it's a prank show, but there's also a true crime element because it violates international law and people have been killed a lot. Let's not get our, moral panties yanked up, wedged high in our rumps. Human Rights Watch has been begging the comedians not to participate in the whitewashing of the horrors that are ongoing in Saudi Arabia. Ugh, what a cockblock Human Rights Watch is for comedy. Let's have some fun, let's have some yucks, and let's not look too closely at anything. I'm a hypocrite too.
It would have been funny if at the end he just showed his promotion picture. Like, I'm actually a hypocrite. Okay, so, like, in all seriousness, I think there's kind of a divide here in my own personal mind. Like, I do agree with a lot of what he said is, like, really bad. And though I think it depends on the context. If this festival is for the larger Saudi Arabia's people. Like, they're invited. I think that there is some levity to be given because we can't necessarily and I'm not a big politics guy, so don't go off on me, but this is just my stupid opinion from a stupid man. Feel free to argue with me in the comments section, but I don't think that we should, punish the people of Saudi Arabia for their regime. I mean, if everybody right now, or a lot of people in the States, didn't like America, but a lot of people don't like America because our president kind of sucks. A lot of people hate him. Does that mean that we don't get British comedy anymore, or like older culture, because our president is hated by everyone because he's like not the best kind of guy? That's just my opinion on it. I do agree that they probably shouldn't be doing it. It is kind of towing a fine line, and just get that bag, I guess. But I really want to see how many of those idiots are going to get, like, locked up and thrown into a fucking cage for something that they say. Because I know a lot of people on this lineup, not personally, but as comedians like Mark Normand or Sam Morril, they make gay jokes, like, every 2 seconds. Like, they're going to get locked up and thrown away. And it's going to be their fault, Maybe it'll be good for their careers, because like maybe they could be a martyr in some way, but I don't know. It's just a very complex situation that I don't necessarily agree with both sides. But who wants a nuanced take? We just want to hear what we want to hear people who agree with us. We don't want to hear nuanced takes, but I'm giving a nuanced take, and I apologize for it. Yeah. I apologize. I apologize for giving such a nuanced take, but I think it's important. I really do. I really do. In a palette cleanser, Pamela Anderson's how she's now a redhead, new hair color for upcoming role in Michael Cera's directorial debut, Love Is Not the Answer. First off, my boy Michael Cera is about to become a director. He worked with Wes Anderson and was like, I could do this, and maybe he will. I'm actually kind of hyped. Pamela Anderson looking stunning as always. Like, how old is she? Like, she must be kind of old right now, right? Like, am I crazy? I am crazy, but. And another just kind of nice news: Gary Oldman was knighted at Windsor Castle by Prince William in recognition of his film career. I'm dyslexic, so I cannot read. I apologize. But he looks so happy. Shout out Gary Oldman. Man, what an absolute legend. Am I looking up what shows he has been in right now? I actually really have been liking Slow Horses or Slough House. I had to rewatch it because I kind of fell off, but legend. He was in The Fifth Element, The Dark Knight. Oh, Mr. Gordon. True Romance, of course. He was in Hannibal. Maybe I haven't gotten to that season yet. I'm watching Hannibal. I don't remember him in Hannibal at all. Air Force One. Harry Potter. Dude, what a legend. Gary Oldman, thank you for your service in the film industry. And thank you for watching, because that's all we're gonna do today. This has been 14 minutes of fame. Subscribe, and I love you. Goodbye.